All right, guys, back on the 883 Sportster with the 1275 Hammer Performance Kit. Finally, after a couple weeks, we've got the little studs that I need to mount the ignition module and get all that placed. So I don't have anybody kind of run the camera for me today, so I'm going to try to explain this and then do it off camera and then kind of cut back in and out. Don't know how great the video will be, but hopefully you guys kind of get the gist of it. So basically what I'm going to do right now is pull the timing plug right here. There's a little plug in here that I've already loosened up and taken out. You can get a flashlight, you shine in there. It'll actually show you when you're on top dead center, or you'll have your timing mark straight up and down. So I'll want to rotate that, get it to top dead center, and then get it set dead center where I need it. Go down here on my ignition module and adjust it. I think I got to go back through it and double check all this, but you basically go to the light turns green, snug it up, and then I think it's like 0.3 millimeters or some crap that you adjust it back. Like I said, I'll get back on. You get on Hammer Performance, their YouTube channel, all their information. I've got the printout over there that I'm actually going to reference as well while doing this. But they've got some great videos on it. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple process to get all that set up. Once you get all that done, basically tighten everything up, and I'll be ready to start the heat cycles. One thing I still need to do is put oil in this and get the plugs in it. But yeah, other than that, it's that close to being ready to fire up and start the heat cycle process. Trying to think what else. I do still need to put the clutch in, the additional clutch plate and that stuff on the other side, which I'll do that probably after we even do the break-in stuff, and I pull it back in and do a full service. The oil I'm putting in, it's just some cheaper 2050 oil. Nothing spectacular, because once I get through the heat cycles and put, I think it's like 500 miles or so on the bike, you're going to drain all the fluids back out and service it all. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, so right now I'm doing the break-in cycles. First one's 10 seconds. Basically what I'm doing is using my phone, starting it, 10 seconds, turn it off, 20 seconds, turn it off. You're letting it come back down to room temp, which honestly at 10 seconds didn't take much. 20 seconds, motor's not getting that hot. So I'm gonna let it set a little longer. I'll do a 30 second, a 40 second, and then a 1 mile. Take it out for a mile. Keep it low RPMs. I think you're not supposed to get over 3,500. I'll probably even try to keep it a little lower than that. Just basically kind of let it putt around, and then after that, I'll probably bring it back. That'll probably be it for tonight. I still got to get the forward controls and stuff put on it, so probably get all that stuff thrown on after I get the mile on it and get that part of it set up, and then it's ready for 50 miles. And it's the same thing, 50 miles, I believe it's 3,500 RPM and below. After you get past that point, then you can take it up to 4,000, and it's 500 miles. So probably going to try to get at least the 50 before I put the new tires on it. It does have new tires over there, so we'll see. I may bring it in here and put the tires on it before I get to that point. I'd like to get a few miles on it before I get too crazy, just to make sure everything's like it should be. But yeah, first two startups sounded great. I'll probably keep you guys on for the next one for the 30 second here in just a second, and fire it up and do the 30 second here on this video, and then I'll probably do the rest off camera. But again, the timing set wasn't too bad. Took a little bit to get it to where it needed to be as far as top dead center. Doing this by yourself and getting that all lined up was kind of a pain in the butt, so it took me a minute because the tire wanted to roll back and trying to keep it up on the timing mark right where it's supposed to be. So definitely, if you have a second person, it makes this a heck of a lot easier. It was a little bit of a pain by myself doing it on this jack, but I did manage to get it get it over and got it all set. And then I think it's 3 millimeters or something. I don't remember what it is. It's just a little bit. You set it back just a touch from your static timing. So again, fired right up. Sounded really good. I was kind of surprised that it fired that quick and that easy. Basically turned the fuel on. It cranked for maybe 2 or 3 seconds, and she fired up. So one thing I did do though is I filled it full of oil, and then I cranked it for a while just to get oil pressure built and make sure that you know, I got oil through the system before I fired it up. So anybody else out there, that's probably something safe to do just to make sure you actually have oil in the system. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the 30-second here. Again, you want to be pretty accurate with this, so I'm going to wait till I hit a certain point here. Sorry, I'm trying to make this easy. I'm watching the timer on my phone here. So again, yeah, it's really hard not to just grab it and yank the throttle just to hear what it's going to sound like. Pretty excited to finally have this thing up and going. So it could have been 2 weeks ago, but unfortunately due to COVID and what's going on, it took forever to get the studs for the Dyna timing module. So but yeah, there it is. So again, yeah, can't wait to get this on the road. Really excited to see what it'll do, and put it up against my Sportster over there. And honestly, really curious to see how they compare. But yeah, hopefully maybe this. I don't know if I'm going to get it there this weekend, but I'll at least get the forwards hopefully on it, and maybe get the 50 miles put on tomorrow. We'll see how the weather, how things kind of hold up, but we'll see how it all goes. But definitely, anybody has any questions, again, there's way better videos than my little series on this. Definitely go to Hammer Performance and watch their stuff. They're the pros at this. I mean, they know what they're doing. I really just wanted to put this out there to show, hey, the average guy can do this in his damn garage. So don't be afraid to tackle it. I mean, all the paperwork that they send with it, all this you can get from Hammer Performance off their website, a good Harley manual. I mean, all the torque specs, everything's out there. So really wasn't that difficult. I mean, it's a little more overwhelming, I think, than anything, but the actual process, if you follow along and do exactly step by step, honestly not that bad. So again, anybody has any questions on this, feel free to ask. I'll try to help you out the best that I can. And yeah, again, I appreciate it if you guys subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Thanks again.